The 2019 Case State program is a program between the Federal Bar Association, Chicago Chapter Young Lawyers Division, and a local Chicago high school called Mushin College Prep. And what the program is designed to be is a moot oral argument before two federal judges. And what the program does is we pick a case that's currently before the Supreme Court, and we have the students pretend that they are the petitioners and the respondents arguing that case before the Supreme Court. The case the students are arguing this year is the American Legion versus the American Humanist Association. And what that case involves is a 50-foot Latin cross in Bladensburg, Maryland. And a group of plaintiffs are arguing that the cross is in violation of the Establishment Clause. The American Legion is arguing that it is, of course, in compliance with the Establishment Clause, and that essentially it is a war memorial and not a religious symbol.
You know, globally, when you think about some of the tumult in the world that arises because there aren't any prescriptions in the law guaranteeing people a way to worship in the way that they want, it causes strife and conflict. And I can feel the kids soaking it in and wanting to learn more about it. They show a real desire to learn about current events and the way that it affects not just their world in the micro, but the greater scheme of things in the macro. And I think that particular subject has been, it's been fun for the lawyers, teachers to teach, and I think it's been fun for the kids to learn about. It's such a fundamental part of what makes American democracy unique.
So we thought it was a good experience for the students to sort of think about these concepts critically, understand the precedent behind them, understand the broader implications of American society and why religious symbolism and the government endorsement of the same might be an issue, and sort of fight it out before a judge in a federal courthouse. I'm dispensing with all the formalities. Whenever you're ready, you just let me know and I'll get started. And you're representing the petitioner, is that correct?
No, respondent.
Respondent, okay.
The Supreme Court should affirm the holding of the lower court because the Peace Cross violates the Establishment Clause, which prohibits the government to favor one religion over the other, in this case, Christianity.
And what the Case State program does is we work with two federal judges, and they act as the Supreme Court justices for the students. And a few of them have come in and spoken to the students about the case, spoken about their history and their careers being a judge, what it's like being a lawyer in Chicago, and more broadly, constitutional and First Amendment issues, to sort of give the students some background and some context on this case. And why we thought this case was unique or specifically interesting for these students is that it involves religious concepts that the students might have a day-to-day experience with. So for example, the nativity scene in the creche at the Daily Center during the holiday season is something the students see every day, but don't really understand the implications of that, or why some people might take offense to that sort of imagery and that sort of symbolism.
And the joy of it for me has been their thirst to learn about something that's not a regular high school curriculum. They work really hard, they ask really insightful questions. They just make it fun. You know, we take time out of our day to come do this. And when we first came, we weren't really sure what we were going to get out of it. And it has been rewarding. I want to come back and do it again. I know some of the kids that we work with have expressed the desire to want to come back and do it again. It's been fun, rewarding for both sides, and a real joy. And for them to get to come to a place like this, I mean, the ceremonial courtroom at the Northern District of Illinois, and argue in front of sitting judges, do a mock argument. I didn't get to do that in high school. It's a real treat for them. It's a real treat for us as lawyers and teachers to get to watch them do this. And I'm excited.